Oh, my word. You know what's not funny?
What?
Coming at Night.
No, so I'm glad you brought this up because I think they named it that. Like, everyone's like, oh, yeah, like, what comes at night? Is it the anxiety? Is it, like, the paranoia? No, it's the two adult couples in the house while the little kid is listening to them from the attic.
Yeah, and, you know, look, if you lived by yourself during college, like your parents...
Yeah.
But because there's some parents that will buy their kid a house in the town that they go to college and they'll have it to themselves, their whole college. That's great. And then if you immediately go to a home after that where it's just you and maybe a significant other or something. But I feel like there's a crucial time and a crucial age where having roommates, it makes you a better adult because you have to listen to people have sex.
Oh.
And then you go... I need to go out. I need to leave. I need to go talk to people. I need
to
other
see
friends.
the world.
Is that what you thought this movie was? Just
Yeah.
like two roommates and hearing coming at
No,
night?
this is... I'm pretty sure...
Did we? I don't think I watched the right movie.
Wait. Did you watch the one on Pornhub or did you watch the one on Netflix?
It had an X somewhere in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have got the wrong.
How was it comes? How was that spelled? Because that'll really sell this
that'll
for us.
Now that you mention it, I don't think that word's in the dictionary. So I thought maybe this is a nice French film. Maybe this is a foreign film
It's
that we're.
Kumes. That's nice.
It's Kumes. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I like that. That's good. Hey guys, I have an idea for a movie.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Smiling at me! Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
I just want to talk. I want honest answers. Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
I like wearing your skin.
Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.
But just to start, they actually don't explain anything, right? I didn't like black out for 20 minutes in this movie, right?
No, so we're definitely not going to explain what we watched.
That's what I mean. We're not doing
or
it.
what we're
Right.
no, we're just getting into this. I think.
So there's a guy with a gas mask.
So 1942 was a crazy time.
We're shooting an old man in the face, burning him, opening credits.
Now, I kind of like the opening scene because I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, if you're going to start a movie, you might as well shoot your grandfather and then burn him.
Sorry, Grandpa, we gotta burn you. Sorry.
No, but I mean, they really set the atmosphere and the tension right from the beginning. Now,
Yeah, by shooting the
yeah.
old man.
Well, hey, he put the pillow over him. It was fine.
Yeah, he
Gave him
had a
little-
bunch of ugly-looking bumps on him, so they
Yeah.
had to put him out.
Got a nice
'cause he
wheelbarrow
looked weird.
ride, you know?
Yeah. And then just gets rolled into the hole.
Well, he's dead. It's fine.
I know, but that's so disrespectful.
He's burning him in 5 seconds. It's not going to matter.
Somehow, in my mind, the burning is way less disrespectful.
I do enjoy how this movie throws you into it, much like we did with the opening here. And they don't waste any time, as Michael would say. There's no fat on this movie. They really just throw you into it. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's out there. You don't know what comes at night, if anything comes at night.
Yeah, and they make you a character. Because even Joel Edgerton throughout the movie is just trying to figure out what's going on out there. What have you seen? What haven't you seen? And nobody really seems to know. All we kind of know is there's some kind of sickness that causes you to puke blood and
And
get pimples.
it's always the cities.
It's all well.
Now I get
cities are gross.
I get
dude.
the logic behind it, where it's a lot of people in an enclosed space,
tight
blah blah
space.
blah. You know,
I mean, it's just like any other thing that spreads. And if you look at any plague, anywhere where there's a populated area of people and they're coughing and sneezing and shaking hands and
Kissing
wiping
babies.
butts, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to spread. There were several times in this movie that we were screaming at the screen, well, don't touch your face then if you think you're dirty. He's like, we got to go wash up. And they're all like, oh my God, like touching their faces, wiping their nose. I'm like, stop stop it.
and then the occasion rinse it off with a jug of water.
Oh
if
my
you didn't
God,
know, just water kills all bloodborne pathogens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
better than
mean-
rubbing
Bacterias.
alcohol.
We survived COVID, so we've learned a lot. But even before COVID, I feel like that's pretty obvious knowledge
Yeah, and
to
didn't-
disinfect something in 2017.
To our listeners at home, as you're beating a man to a pulp, make sure you disinfect them knuckles. You don't want that. You don't
You're
want
gonna-
that infection.
Yeah, douse it in rubbing alcohol, anything you got.
Yeah,
Just
fucking stick them in salt.
drinking alcohol.
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Stick them in. Ruin all of your salt.
The rest of your meat that you're eating your whole life is going to be tasteless.
I got a question here.
I would love it.
So they're eating dinner.
Okay.
This is obviously food is scarce. It's a resource that people are willing, in every we're running out of food. Shut up.
Everybody's running
Eat
out
your
of food.
neighbors. It's fine. They all have food on their plate every time they're done with dinner.
Yeah.
You're not going to leave food on your plate if food is currency. Like, that's all you have is food and water. And then you're just going to, like, scrape it into the trash? No.
Michael, you're being a little too logical about
I
this
know.
because yes, that makes sense, and you can see the dad, Paul, is eating his whole plate. He eats everything, and the kid maybe took a few bites, and I keep forgetting the mom's name, but she doesn't touch her food at all. But the reason why they don't touch their food is because they're so emotionally and physically just like distraught in that moment where they just had to kill their grandfather. So, and I'm sure, it being her dad is going to affect her more. So yeah, like they probably have been eating such small portions to begin with that they probably don't really get the same hunger anymore. Your body kind of adapts to that, and then they're just too upset to eat. But I do get it. Like, it is a waste.
And thank you for clarifying. I wasn't sure it was her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her dad. But like they just kind of like. I like how. I like how Joel Edgerton just has to be kind of like the steadiness in it, like
Yeah.
he's letting them have their moment. Like, hey, listen, he obviously meant more to you guys than he did to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my food.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just clear the plates.
Mm.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
And we don't get any sort of information about like how long they've been together, like did
Or
he
even how the
raise-
grandfather got infected.
Yeah.
That would have been good kind of
Mm.
like information to have, because then it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the movie, because
Mm.
we're constantly on the lookout for people who are infected. But how do we know like they aren't infected? Like, because you don't know how long
Well,
it takes the virus to
yeah.
take hold.
That's the big thing.
And like if they're living with them, chances are you're probably going to catch it. Like,
That's true. Yeah, so we saw a theory that someone mentioned where it's believed that they were infected the whole time
yeah,
because
from the
of their grandfather, and then when they bring in the other family, the little kid just happens to like catch it really quickly.
Yeah,
because
because
the
he was
dog is
saying,
also sick.
yeah, because he was saying the Joel Edgerton and his wife never interact with the dog. It's
Mhm.
only the son. So he got infected through the dog because the dog was the grandfather's dog, and then he passed it on to the little kid because, of course, his immune system isn't that great.
Yeah.
And then, so...
Yeah, I thought that was pretty. Like, I noticed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Because
didn't know that.
they made a point in the movie where they don't explain anything to tell you it's the grandfather's dog, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
because grandpa, dog, grandpa to dog, dog to son, son to little boy, because he caught him sleeping in his grandfather's room or something. It's like, it's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Know where your kids are.
Yeah. Well, and the whole thing about like quarantining. First of all, like Steve said, we don't know how long it takes for this to kick in, and I guess it takes different amounts of time for different
Right.
people. So you would think if you are bringing in a new family into your home, you would say, let's take 2 weeks up to a month, totally separate 2 different sides of the house, quarantine, just to be sure that you
Right.
aren't going to get sick. They didn't do that at all. Like, there was no level of precaution with bringing these people in. And I get, like, they don't have the little nose swabby test like we did during COVID, but, like,
Yeah,
there's ways to go about it that they did not do.
it did feel very quick that, 1 minute he's tying this guy up to a tree and threatening him. Then the next minute, they're all inside the house. And, like, I get they have, like, that little conversation where it's like, yeah, but it might be easier to defend the house. Like, it doesn't seem like...
Yeah,
they
it was
seem
all
like-
it was all kind of jumpy, and
Yeah.
I think that's part of it
Yeah.
Right.
because the young dude was hallucinating. So
Yeah.
like
That's the
He was
other
having
thing.
nightmares.
Yeah.
I think it's very like they don't tell you how much time has passed, and it really doesn't matter because if society's dead, who gives a shit what time
Yeah,
it
like
is?
time
Yeah.
doesn't
You
matter.
can't be late if
Like-
there's no world.
Right.
Oh, no, it's Monday at 9 a.m. Doesn't
Doesn't
matter. You don't
matter.
need to be anywhere.
I'm still
Right.
hungry and tired of being in here.
Yeah.
No, but I'm glad you brought up the hallucination thing, because that was the other thing we saw was like apparently a side effect from the disease or whatever was going around, is the son sleepwalking and having these hallucinations.
And they make it a point to not separate it as this is a dream and this is real life. They really blend those scenes together without
Yeah.
like showing. Usually if there's a dream sequence, it's like, oh, they make it hazy around the edges. There wasn't any of that. So you kind of had to decipher for yourself what is reality and what's a dream or a hallucination. So you assume that the son walking outside every night is him just dreaming, because then you see him spring awake. But it could be that he was actually going out, coming back.
Oh,
Right.
it was
something up.
it was 100% him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they did change the aspect ratio,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
we saw something.
And
we
then-
didn't notice that
and
at
then
all.
it kept
notice
getting like the longer the movie goes, the wider those bars get. So at the
Yeah.
end of the film, it's much tighter than
yeah.
at the
Shit.
start, which is kind of weird because I thought something was wrong with my screen.
And it like slowly is shrinking.
Yeah.
Yep. It
Like
just-
that's crazy.
So
Cinematography.
because they did some of like the gaps in time, if they don't notice the gaps in time, then I don't think we were supposed to either.
Right.
And I think our confusion is kind of on purpose,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where we're like, all right, he seemed really thirsty. How long has he been tied to that tree?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, he was there overnight and nothing ate him,
Right.
so
Yes.
nothing's
Yeah.
coming at night.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, because
And he got there at night.
Yeah.
and it doesn't make sense on why they set this rule of we never go out at night, because you assume
A big monster.
whatever
Big scary
is
monster.
happening is more likely to happen to you at night. But you left the guy out there for a solid 12 hours, 24 hours, and
Yes.
nothing happened to him.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be that they're worried about people or animals that are infected in the woods, but at the same time, they never see them.
Right.
Like, it would be nice to see what experience they had that caused them to make that rule of we don't go out at
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, like something with the grandfather or something. He went out and like something bit
See,
him or something.
My
Yeah.
thing with the grandfather, I think he was sneaking out to the city to see a girl. That's how he got
Yeah,
it.
he's-
That's how he got it. He was messing with them city folk
Hell yeah.
and
Could
brought
be.
something back to the farm.
But I almost like the idea of this just being like I'm trying to think of the right word, how to put it. Like, this almost just being an extreme case of, like, paranoia. Like, their grandfather just happened to get sick, and they took that as, holy hell, like, we got to get out of here. We got to quarantine. We got to stay away from people.
If his eyes didn't go funny,
right,
that would have been kind of cool, yeah.
And, like, I like how they end it, where you're not sure if that little kid was infected or not. Because, like, you get the line with the dad where he's like, hey, keep your eyes closed, buddy. But I was starting to think, I'm like, is he doing that so his son doesn't get scared of him holding a gun up to somebody and he wants to, like, keep the kid out of it?
Or he was starting to show.
Or is it something where he's starting to show? So it's like, it could have been just a whole case study of, like, paranoia in, like, scary times.
Well,
and, like, none of them could have been sick, and they just made each other out to each be the villain.
Yeah,
so,
and that's kind of what I got from it, because It Comes at Night, pretty much everything that interacted with that home ended up bad. Like, every time that door opened, something bad happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd have probably shot him in the face when he broke into my house.
Yeah.
I'd have probably just killed him.
But
and then, I mean, no movie, I get it.
Yeah,
but
like, how you
weird.
set Paul up, or Joel Edgerton up, as this main character, he's a very paranoid person. All we really know about him is he just needs to keep his family safe. So
he was a history teacher.
Right. So clearly he has shifted into survivalist mode. So,
and he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
We got to hand it to him. He looks like he's doing fine.
You would think he wouldn't take the chance. Like, the minute somebody came into the house, they're done. Then he goes outside and burns the body.
I will say it's interesting because you do have to think of it as, this isn't a survivalist in the apocalypse. This is a normal person who's trying their best to survive, and he does a really good job at, even when he's, like, giving the house rules to the new family that comes in, he's like, you can hear the shakiness in his voice, because even he is, like, still, like, just in that, like, nervous, panicky state, just kind of constantly.
He has pure guard up, like, he's.
Yeah.
And then you can't, like, you can only trust the family, and they've been there for a while. That's great. They brought 2 goats, 6 chickens.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat.
Because, like, even the mom, like, turns on them instantly. The minute that door is open and they're not sure why, it's, well, no, we don't know them. Like, we need to get them out. Like, we don't have any other choice. Like, they have to go, kind of thing. So, like,
yeah, and I mean, I always say stuff like this. If you're not going to shoot them immediately, and then something like that happens, and you still don't shoot them, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, I was like, just execute, just kill them all. Just be done with it. No, this is terrible. Thanks for the goats and chickens.
Right.
We think you did it because we've been here for this whole time, and that door's never been opened.
Right.
And then you try to break in, and then 2 weeks later, the door's just hanging open.
Right.
Yeah. But then there's also the, whole thing about it's their own son who opened the door because he's been going in and out of the door this whole time.
So this is something where, he talked about there's only 2 sets of keys.
Right.
I think he's fucking lying. That boy's old enough to have a set of keys to a house.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then if they always go out in pairs, why does mom and dad only have the keys? They're always going out in pairs.
Right.
Yeah, and if something happened where he was out with his dad, like, he would have to be able to get back into his house.
Yeah.
Because that was the only safe place in the whole movie, was inside the house. Turns out it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty scary in there.
Yeah, and I also want to know how the dog gets back into the house.
Oh, jump through the window.
Yeah.
There's broken glass.
There was broken glass? Did I miss that?
That's how it got
It's
all
so quick,
cut up.
but yeah, he got cut up.
Oh, see, I missed that. Because, like, I thought that first door was open, and then the red door was also open. So I'm like, what came in and dropped the dog off? I didn't even notice the broken window.
Well, that's another thing where even towards the end, you're still thinking maybe there is a creature out there, and the creature got the dog
something.
And then dropped it off. But if you go with the whole theory of if you are sick, you're going to get hallucinations. You can assume the dog was sick, the dog was hallucinating.
And that's why he went
and
nuts
ran away.
and ran into... Yeah, because that was something that after the movie, I was like, nope, they made a point. Well, he obviously saw something. That's why he ran off barking into the woods.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, that makes sense. And then I was like, dude's over here dreaming absolute insanity.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I don't know what a dog's brain does when it sleeps, but they dream. You see them running and kicking
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But for it to be in the daytime hallucinating, we don't see them. Like, obviously, the two guys that they kill when they're
on the road there.
when they're on the road. Those are real guys that really.
Oh,
Mhm.
that
really
also brings
happened.
up a good point. We had to rewind it like 3 different times to see this. But in that shot, when he's coming around in the car, like you can kind of see, it looks like somebody is sitting on a log in the
Yeah.
one shot. And like they're kind of hunched over like this. But they're all in like, it's all black. Like it looks in shadow.
It could be logs.
Yeah,
Or like a
so-
tree that looks kind of like the shape of a
Right,
person.
but it was the only time we noticed something in the background, but after we saw it, anytime there was a shot of them looking into the distance, we're like, all right, where is it? Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I
there's
think-
got to be something hiding.
Yeah.
And I think the lack of stuff in the background was because they're like, we're going to make people look for something that's not there.
Right.
And that's
I
why
think that's part of it.
they had all those shots where you could see
Yeah.
so many trees, and like they would have like someone's face like in a third of the screen, and then the rest of the screen is
Yep.
just like
right.
all of the woods.
Well, and it
it
really
makes you want to look at it.
Yeah, and it sells that paranoia aspect, because if you do happen to notice this thing that looks like something sitting,
And then you're never...
you're gonna
Yep.
constantly be looking for it, and that's what we did. Like we saw it, I rewound it, we paused it, and we're like, is that something or is that not something? And then
Yeah.
you know, it goes to the shot of the dog, and it's from the dog's perspective, like just looking into the tree
Yep.
line, and like you're scanning every inch of the trees, and you're like, all right, where's that figure? It's got to be out there somewhere. Like
Mhm.
there's got to be something more to this.
Yeah.
But I think as we're talking about it, you really just start unraveling that, no, it's just human paranoia. There's no like creepy creature. It's just
Yeah.
human nature to be distrustworthy of each other during situations like this.
And that does happen more at night.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, it's spooky. You
I don't
can't
know. I don't know
see.
if you've ever been in the woods at night, but it's not that fun, and it's
Yeah.
pretty scary. And I think that's kind of where they were going with this movie. Is like, well, what comes at night? Well, because you see these beautiful shots of these woods, and nothing really bad happens outside except when they get attacked by those two humans.
Yeah, the two
Yeah.
humans.
So you're kind of like, all right, at this point, I know it's not a monster movie.
Right.
You know, it's like, all right, well, I get that, but so that was kind of an interesting little thing where they're like, we're gonna make them look around. There's not gonna be anything there, but at night it's scary.
Mhm.
And they showed them having fun chopping wood right
Right.
where they were, you know.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. As soon as it got dark, you're like, I don't fucking like that
Well,
place anymore.
And I really think they play into making you think there's a monster, because like when the
Yeah.
dog runs off, you hear noises that you're like, that's not the dog. Like,
Mhm.
what is making that noise? So
you
I'm
almost
like,
hear like two dogs barking at each other.
well, that, and like it sounds like a creature. Like you hear like a like something like that. So like you hear like an unnatural noise, and you're like, well, I've seen like 1,000 dogs, and no dog has ever
Yeah.
made that noise. So like I think they like purposely try to trick you and be like, yeah, there's definitely something out there, but we're gonna focus on the human aspect of it.
Right. And then they also kind of make it seem like it could be a zombie sort of thing, where if you get sick enough, you then become like a creature, or like how zombies
Yeah,
will
they-
attack people.
Yeah.
But they never show any of that.
And there
so-
wasn't really like it was the people that were fine,
Right.
that were aggressive. Like there's no aggression with anybody that sick.
Yeah, it
Right.
seems like
it's
it
always
just.
on behalf of the sickness.
Yeah.
Someone's aggressive. So I'd say shooting your grandfather is a bit aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that was like the not sick person shooting a sick person, and then the not sick dad protecting his sick son.
Right.
So
Who
it was
we
kinda,
assume is sick, but we never really
yeah, but we never
know.
really. So
Yeah.
it's like it
Well-
just goes from 0 to 100 as soon as that thought, and that's why it's like, all right, well that's weird. Like,
Well, and like they do make you feel like Paul, where you're distrustworthy of these people right from the get-go.
as you should be.
Because the guy is like, yeah, I went 50 miles, didn't see anything. And, you know, I was with my brother who was about 80 miles away. And then, you know, they get attacked 10 miles out from their house.
And the wife brings up the smoke from
Yeah,
the body
like that's
too.
probably how he found
Because
him.
I thought about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, lying bastard.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think, I mean, like it's got to be something where that guy did know those two people who attacked him. Because if you
100%.
like, if you think about it, the only shots that were fired were at Joel Edgerton.
Mhm.
Like nothing
They
went after
coulda
that guy,
got
and
him.
he was sitting point blank in the back of that truck, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a deep bed where he could have been
and sent
completely
Yeah.
hidden.
And I think the one thing I liked about Mr. Edgerton was when it came down to it,
Mhm.
he would shoot you.
Yeah,
Because that guy
put a-
that guy was dead, and he shot him right in front of him. Now, it's pretty cool. Second, I mean, it's a pretty good way to let somebody know, hey, I'm fucking mean business. I mean
Right.
business. I'm gonna shoot this
Well,
guy who
and
can't
that-
do anything in front of you.
yeah, and
Just
that's
to let
why
you know.
I'm like, he shifted into full survival mode.
And I-
Because he's not thinking about, oh, well, let's see if there's more of them somewhere else. Like, if I kill these guys, is this going to be a problem? It's, no, I'm going to kill you first, and then I'll worry about the details
Shoot
later.
first,
Yeah.
ask question. And I think that's why the guy jumped out and was like, I got to beat this other guy to
Right.
death, or I'm
Yeah.
going to get shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think if he gave any kind of inclination that
Yep.
he knew these people or anything like that, that he
He's
was
like,
the next to get
Oh,
shot.
and he did that. He's going to go back and shoot my wife and son.
Right.
Yeah, because he was like, if you're lying to me, I will kill you. And he's like, okay.
And then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, he was serious.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then that leads you to believe, so was he coming from a community of people, and why was he sent out there, and like why did he go after their family? And it makes you start thinking down this whole path of like, how, like why were you lying to begin with? Why were you lying about having a brother in case you ran into this
Well,
guy on
yeah,
the street?
So
Yeah.
what I think
Yeah.
Well, what, like, now that we're actually talking about this, I feel like, yes, the smoke was, like, he saw the smoke. They were probably, like, they had those two guys with them and his wife and son. You know, they were traveling together. He sees the smoke, so he decides to go off on his own. He leaves the other two guys there to protect the wife. So when he doesn't come back after a day, you send the other two guys to go find him.
Yep.
And then, you know, they see him in the back of a truck, assume he's like a captive. They start shooting. And now his only chance of survival is, all right, well, I got to turn against my friends, and I just got to look out for my wife and kid.
So here's what would have been cooler. All right, you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
So if I have a community of people
Right.
and we're getting low on a certain resource, let's just say water,
Right.
We'll just say water. And I want to do it with the best chance of not having any of my community die.
Mm-hmm.
A family in need goes to another family, finds out that they have a water source, learns how everything works there,
Mm-hmm.
and then they come take it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So all dude's got to do is, all right, well, we can be there for a couple weeks, and then he's thinking, this is pretty much vacation.
Right.
So until I go report back, I'm living
chilling.
the life. Hey, how can we guarantee this works? Take a couple of the goats and make yourself useful to
Yeah.
them. And so that's how you could kind of expand your territory
And
make it look natural.
yeah, I kind of wonder if like the whole plan of them being like, all right, we got to get out of here is maybe because they were the original family starting to get suspicious of the new family coming in.
Right.
And so they're like, we got to leave because they don't want to be locked in a room where
Yeah.
they don't have control and they can't get out.
Right.
And
Yep.
when they made that rule that they could no longer go outside, that's when everything like shifted.
Yep, that was
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this was supposed to be.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
the night that he goes to have the drink with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm an only child," and then instantly, the wall is back up.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
trust is gone because he's like, "Well, you told me you were living with your brother," and he's like, "Well, I mean, technically it's her brother, but like he's like a brother to me."
which is fine.
It does-
That's fine, but
it would make sense, but you would think
I don't refer to my brothers-in-law as my brothers.
No.
I don't have any brothers.
right.
I have brothers-in-law.
Right. Now, granted, you could read it as he was in a panic. He's been tied to a tree for a day, so he just called him his brother. But you could also see it as, oh, he's making up this sob story. Oh, the brother's now dead. Oh, it's just me and my family. We ran out of water. My car broke down, even though he's a mechanic
Yeah.
and his dad was a mechanic. So he
Mhm.
dropped those little hints where you're like, I mean, I'm sure supplies would be a little rough, but you would be able to fix a car if you were
Yeah.
a mechanic.
Right? And
Like that
did
wouldn't
he-
have been a problem.
Did he say he was running it without oil?
Yeah.
No mechanic's gonna do that, and the
Mhm.
mechanic's gonna know where to find oil.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
Or like I'm sure there's abandoned cars all over. He could
Yeah.
probably siphon something or like
Yeah.
make it
Just
work.
drain
Like
it.
he
Yep.
knows what a car is.
Mm.
Like he's a mechanic. So like
Yeah, it's just the holes in the story
Yeah.
that make you suspicious of them.
yeah, and then instantly once you hear the kid crying and then the son is Joel Edgerton's son is paranoid that he's now sick, so of course he's going to go instantly to, oh, it was the little kid, like I was feeling fine until
Yeah.
I walked him back. So
did
like,
you just not like their son immediately?
Oh, the little kid?
No, the
Oh, the older kid.
The older kid. I just didn't like him the whole movie.
I just thought he was creepy
I-
that he's listening to everybody's conversations.
Well, that's what I mean. Like if I'm, and I don't know, this might just be me. He's not 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're in that kind of survival scenario, you're gonna fill dude in on
Right.
everything because he's in the house. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
He wasn't-
17
yeah.
is that weird age where it's like, yeah, you're basically an adult, but you are still kind of a kid, and like, you don't know how long they've been trying to survive, but at least enough time that they have all these things set up. So it could have been a couple years. So, maybe from like 15 to 17, he's been kind of in this like weird in between. So I don't know. Like,
yeah, but to have that weird in between during the apocalypse to me is a waste of a resource, which is an adult-sized man.
mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
'cause-
that was just weird that I was like, why are they treating him like a fucking baby?
Yeah, I think the mom was sheltering him and trying to like
Yeah.
keep him away from
Sheltering him
stuff a lot.
in a world where you have to shoot your grandpa,
Yeah.
but you're gonna shelter the kid. What the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, I feel like natural like progression of age gets thrown out the window the minute you're boarding up your house and walking around with guns.
Also,
Yeah, kinda grow up quick.
17 is like that's old enough to shoot a gun, drive a car, like
right.
that's old enough to be helpful. Not your dad has to watch you chop wood.
Mm.
No, that's no.
right.
My dad would have made me chop wood by myself and then go, "Why didn't you get more?"
It's like, did you bring infection into my house, son?
Right?
You're gonna go sleep outside with the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it comes at night, handle
So
it.
be it.
Handle it.
I'll see you in the morning, or I have no son.
Yeah. We can make more.
Oh no, but that's the other thing is like those little moments they try to show the human side of we're in the apocalypse, but
We're playing board games.
yeah, we're playing board games,
Playing
we're
board
laughing,
games.
we're having a good time.
Yeah, and as soon as they show you that scene, you're like, all right, what's
Oh,
gonna
all right.
happen?
All
Everything's
right.
gonna fall apart.
Yeah, and then of course the next scene is the fucking door open, and he's like, yeah, somebody's in the house, and he's
Yeah.
like, see, couldn't have been that good for that long.
And I thought it was funny that the only time they didn't say someone's in the house was when someone was in the house.
Yeah,
Like they're like, someone's in the house, the door's open. It's like, nope, nobody's in the house.
Mm.
You're an idiot, and I don't like you, young man.
Oh, but yeah, I mean the suspenseful nature of the movie is definitely like they do that very well.
Yeah.
And even the just the little bit of ominous music in the background.
But it wasn't too much either.
Right. It's very subtle, but
Yeah.
like it did make you feel on edge when that stuff started happening. So like they captured the idea and the feeling of like panic and paranoia perfectly.
And don't have a red door.
Yeah, that's the other
It's
thing.
Paint that
It's a
door.
lot. Yeah. Don't have a red door.
It's like
you're gonna die.
Yeah, this is like an Insidious prequel
Yeah.
with that fucking red door.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The door.
The door knows all.
Yeah, it's the all-knowing door in the middle of the woods.
life or death, love and pain. It's like, really? Nah.
Nah,
It's a door.
it's a door. I did think the boarding up the windows and then having a bathroom stall lock on your front door was kind of funny.
Also, they were taking down the boarding at one point, and I didn't really understand why.
Yeah,
To let more light in?
Were they switching out boards like every couple weeks? They're like, this board isn't good
These
enough.
boards have been
Fresh.
out at night too long. We got to
Yeah.
get fresh daytime wood up.
Yeah, like when the other family moved in, they started to take stuff off of the windows.
Yeah, and then it seemed like they were putting it back on. Like, do they take it on and off every night and day to like? But then there's scenes where he's walking out and there's boards all over everything.
Yeah.
Again. So I'm like,
That might have just been some busy work,
Mm.
type.
Or was
they
it-
need to be doing something in a scene? That's why everybody on a sitcom eats.
or was it after? Because
They did board up the window.
they
that got
board it
broke.
up after the guy originally breaks in, and then did they board it up again after the dog? Is that why they were doing
I
the
think,
second
I think
boarding?
that's what they were doing the window. But
yeah, and during the montage where they were training the new family on how everything works,
Yeah.
they were taking it down, and I'm like, why are they taking it down?
Oh yeah,
maybe
yeah,
he
they
was
were
like,
doing
"Well, you're a mechanic and his car broke down, so let me show you how to board up a window."
that. Let me also teach you how to purify water in this weird contraption. I like it. I want one of those in my basement too.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for water, can't you just like find a river or like like
Well, you
on
gotta-
the mountains or something? There's always like running water. like-
Yeah.
Natural spring.
Yeah, you
Yep.
just gotta run it through one of those
And,
purifiers, just so you're not drinking more "it comes at night" disease.
Yeah, because I guess if you didn't know what was going on,
Right,
you
because
would
you don't know
wanna-
what kind of bacteria is in that river water. Plus, if
True.
some random
Natural-
zombies puking his guts up in the river,
natural spring water, you can just drink it. They say not to. Don't be a pussy.
just
Um,
drink it.
But yeah, because I mean, we had well water growing up, and
Yeah.
that didn't go through a town's
Yeah,
purification
but
process.
did the plague get in your well?
no?
You wouldn't know.
Well, we didn't, and we just don't go out at night, and
Yeah.
that's how you not get sick. You just don't go out at night.
Yeah, that's why I stay in the house.
It's a nocturnal
I
disease.
I tell people my bedtime's 7:00, and I just don't go out at night.
yeah.
I gotta go to bed early.
I'm
get up-
protecting. I'm
get up
protecting
early.
my immune system.
Nah, man, I'm just I've been burning the candle at both ends. Really, I gotta head to bed at like 7 p.m.
And I know it kind of sounds like we're crapping on the movie a little bit, but I think that was the point. Was like, we're not going to explain anything. We're going to make all the interactions between humans kind of weird, because I don't even think that mom and dad even like each other.
Yeah.
If that was my parents growing up, I would have a lot more issues than I do.
Well, and I do want to piggyback off of that. Like, I don't hate this movie. The first time I watched it, I wasn't a fan. I didn't really get it. And again, I was looking for a monster. With the title of It Comes at Night and all the trailers, like, showing you shit happening
The
at night.
door busting
Yeah.
open, you're like, oh, it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
you
creature.
think something's going to happen. Then my second watch, I'm like, oh, so is this just like a study on human nature? And then the third watch, I was like, all right, I think I finally get it. Like, whatever. And then this time watching it, I was like, I was more just drawn into like the stress and like the situation. Like I wouldn't have paused this because I was like, yeah, I've seen it before. I don't need to. But today I was like, okay, all right, pause it. I need to be in this moment for longer.
Hmm.
I did. you do feel the movie more on the second watch because you are a little more pointed at what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah, it makes it feel more like you're actually enjoying the movie knowing that it's not a creature movie. Because I think, again, it's one of those things where you're constantly looking to see if you can find something.
Yeah.
But if
Just
you're
like they
not,
are.
if you're not worried
Yeah.
about that though too much, then you kind of can just be in the moment and enjoy all the human nature stuff about it.
And to be honest, now that I think about it, if a creature like a stupid CGI creature did end up coming out, I think I would have shit on this movie more.
I think I would have enjoyed it
Unless
less.
it killed everybody,
Yeah, like
then
if
I
it-
would go, yay.
like if it was that final scene and like Joel Edgerton just killed the little kid and the mom and the dad, and then just some weird fucking thing came out of the woods and ripped him apart, like I'd be like,
would-
all right, that was
all right, you got
stupid,
me.
but you got me.
Now that this is not, it's not very nice, but he did that. He kind of had to shoot him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
he's
not.
getting his-
Don't shoot kids, right? But if their dad is gonna come back and rob you blind and kill you, if that's an option, you
Well,
kinda,
listen,
you kind of
they
got to
set
shoot
this
him.
up in westerns too. Yeah, if you kill the dad, you have to kill the firstborn son. So you end the line of revenge
Yep.
right then and there.
Yep.
Well, all right. To think of it a little more like realistically, again, it comes down to the whole, we still don't know if the kid was actually sick,
Yeah.
but if it's assumed that that is the case, and that's what they're thinking,
Mm-hmm.
is that the kid is sick, he's thinking, we shouldn't let this kid out there. We need to get rid of any plague at all.
Yeah.
So that was his motivation to shoot the kid. And then
in his defense, he was, I think, aiming for the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now, is this just a cycle? Grandfather has to get burned. The smoke brings people. Eventually, they have to go. I'm assuming he burned them. More smoke, more people, more smoke, more people. And then Joel Edgerton kills everyone on the planet. That's how that would. That's how that would happen. It was just
it could.
smoke signals, more people, shoot them, burn them. Smoke signals.
That's for
Yeah.
It Comes Again at night.
It won't stay away from us.
It won't stop showing up at night.
But then at the end, we do get that. You basically get blinks of what is ending at this point because they got infected. So the son is clearly ill and laying in bed and out of it. And I think he has one last moment of consciousness where he sees his mom and she says, "It's going to be okay." And at that moment, she knows that her and her husband are also infected.
Yep.
Right.
And then you just get that one moment of them sitting at the table. I thought for a moment that they were going to off themselves.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a family event.
Yeah.
I thought maybe, and I'd be like, that'd be kind of just weird to show that. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be kinda
I
weird.
like that they didn't show shooting the son, but you know it happened.
Yeah,
But
because they're
here's-
by themselves.
Here's
Yeah.
my thing. If the three of us are living together and we all get sick, screw it.
Just-
Let's just hang out,
Yeah.
play board games, get drunk,
See
and
what
then
happens.
eventually we turn into something and eat each other. Maybe.
Fuck yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we don't even, that's what I mean. It's like, okay, everyone, now 100% everybody's got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what Darwin
Just ride
would
it
have
out.
Mm.
Just ride it out.
You know, just
And then don't stop boiling the water. Eat one of those damn goats. See you later.
yeah, have some fun.
Or just make a big bonfire and jump into it holding hands.
Now that would completely change the tone of this movie.
Whee!
It's like, all right, time for your gasoline bath.
But that is It Comes at Night.
Yes, it certainly did come at night, and this was our second entry for Shrieks and Shrinks.
Shrieks
Definitely
and Shrinks.
Making you think about
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
No.
That's the whole point of this Halloween.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
one
yeah.
definitely made me think, and I'm glad I've gone back to this 4 times.
There
'cause-
won't be a fifth.
Yeah, I think I finally get it. I don't need a fifth watch through, but I did like it more this time, and I'm glad we picked it because I was worried. I thought this was going to be the one where I derailed everything because I hated it. But no, I'd say this was a good second entry for Shrieks and Shrinks.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
But join us again in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
for
I think
another Shriek and Shrink.
we'll probably do another movie or something.
Yeah, probably.
yeah. And then there's gonna be Halloween, so maybe there will be a nice little
Yeah, a little
Halloween
nice
special.
spooky surprise coming down the pike. But we will catch you guys next time for another offering of Shrieks and Shrinks month here on Every Film in the Book. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
I just want to talk. I want honest answers. Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
I like wearing your skin.
Oh, and Senator, just one more thing. Love your suit.